Hello everyone, my name is More Hope, or you can call me Hope for short. My story began with me and my twin brother, Peter, when we were still in the womb. I was delivered first, which caused a birthmark on my arm, and then my brother Peter was delivered. But right after we were born, our parents decided to leave the country. They wanted to start a new life. But unfortunately, we wasn't part of their plan, and they sent us to live with my grandfather, and we never saw them again. Me and my brother, as a young age, had to learn how to take care of ourselves and our grandfather. Our grandfather had a weird disorder which made breathe abnormally when he sleeps, and every time we notice it, we clap and he wakes up. I had an obsession with animals and had the collection of toy animals, while my brother Peter wanted to be a showman just like grandfather. We had a valuable possession at home, an old doll from the 17th century. Despite our hardships, our little family was strong and there was plenty of joy. Our grandfather was a showman in the streets of France when he fell in love with a beautiful woman from Florida and moved to Florida with her, and they got married. Our grandfather had other addictions, like jelly beans made his tongue black and his breath smelled like cigarettes from a crocodile who eaten a monkey. We were free to do whatever we want. He said childhood was life's best season that never lasts, but everyone deserves one. He was proud that Peter wanted to become a showman just like he was, and he was proud of me for my obsession with animals. One night our grandfather experienced his breathing issues as usual and clapped for him, but this time he didn't woke up, and so we did a funeral for him. Child Protective Services came around to pick us up as none of our relatives wanted anything to do with us, and nobody wanted to adopt twins, especially weird ones like us.
No grumbling, no stealing, that means you. No breaking things and putting them back like...
Me and Peter were sad because we were going to be separated for the first time. Peter gave me the doll as we said our goodbyes and left. How was the last time I saw my brother? My brother was sent to Oregon, and I was sent to Belgium.
I was 5 years old. A wealthy donor came to visit the shelter I was living in, and I was chosen to give a speech in front of him. The man was impressed by my confidence and smartness. He asked about me and adopted me. His name was Mr. George, and he was a really rich businessman. When I moved to live with him, I met his wife and kids. Susie was my age, and Adam was a year older than me, and they both looked sophisticated. They were really nice to me, and I was living my best days with them.
Welcome to Candyland! Hit it! Candyland is a special place, a world made out of sweets. And when you visit Candyland, you meet up with all the treats. Like Candy Woman, Candy Mom, and 1,000 candy kids. And candy dogs and candy hogs and trash cans with candy lids. Candyland is a special place, leaving you at... There's candy cows with gummy eyebrows, and sometimes it snows nerds. And when you see the Candy King, don't hesitate to wave, 'cause we're all equal in Candyland. Just ask Candy Dave.
What's up?
Candy bears and candy bots, never-ending candy pots. Candy deer with candy horns, jolly ranchers who farm candy corn. You're free to be a dum-dum, you can be a Sour Patch. You can watch the stars burst or pet a pet Kit Kat. Wow! You can swing on a red vine from now to now and later, in a good and funny place with peeps instead of haters. You can grow a jelly belly like my good friends Mike and Ike, but don't ask for a lifesaver, 'cause you won't get out.
Peter still wrote letters to me, as he was also adopted by some American farmers. His new family was weird because they were crazy religious fanatics who forced him to pray the Adam and Eve most of the time and had to work tirelessly at the bread factory that has been in their family.
That is, until I hit puberty. Susie had a crush on one of Adam's friends named Josh. His family was even wealthier than Mr. George's, and boy, was he gorgeous. When I was in the 8th grade, Susie threw a party. She told me she wanted to confess her love to Josh and ask him out in front of everyone. At the party, Susie asked for everyone's attention and got down on her knees. "Josh, I see you in my dreams. I see you everywhere. I can't get you out of my head. So, will you please be my boyfriend?" There was an awkward silence. Josh held Susie up and whispered something in her ear. Then he said loudly, "Yes, Susie, I would love to be your boyfriend." They hugged and everyone cheered. But days passed and I didn't see them going out together. That was weird. Then one night, I saw someone's shadow at the door. I thought it was just Susie and I turned around to sleep. Minutes later, someone whispered in my ear, "You look even prettier when you're asleep." I was startled and almost yelled out when Josh put his hand on my mouth. "Hey, shush, it's me. What are you doing here?" "I'm here to ask you out." "What? But you're with Susie." No, I told her I was gay and that I didn't want to embarrass her in front of everyone that night. So I said yes. But man, I only want you, and I know you want me too. I see the way you look at me. Plus, you are way prettier than her. I can't. I can't date you. Susie will go nuts when She wouldn't. How would she? Unless you tell her. How did you even get in here? Can you leave now? And we'll talk at school tomorrow. So that's a yes, right? Give me a kiss on the cheek. I kissed his cheek and he left. Josh and I started dating secretly. Once I took Josh to the lab to give him a present for his birthday. We started making out when suddenly the teacher barged in. He was a grumpy, strict old man. The teacher started yelling at us, and then he dragged us both to the principal's office. I didn't care about the consequences. I was only worried Susie would find out that Josh rejected her to be with me. Well, they called my parents, and my mom came. "Madam, this is a school and not a club. Your daughter was making out with this boy, and it's really disgraceful." I don't know if disgraceful is the right word. You're exaggerating. "Excuse me?" "Actually, I don't have time to explain, but I do have money." And with that, she took out a check, wrote a big number on it, and handed it to the principal. "Oh, ma'am, no. We need to solve this first. I need you to make your daughter promise that she will be well behaved from now on." "Oh, she will promise you nothing. Shut up and take the money. I'm out of here." Then she got up and looked at me and Josh. "You want me to take you somewhere to continue the lab assignment?" We both smiled and followed her. I was scared that Mom might tell Susie, so that night I was determined to tell Susie everything myself. I couldn't live in fear forever. When I got to our room, I saw her sitting on the bed, combing her hair. Next time, when you want to make out with a guy, try the backyard. There's a big tree there. I always hide behind it. "Susie, you know?" "I've known everything since the day Josh came here that night. I heard everything." Are you mad?" "No, I'm not. I understand." I ran to her and hugged her tight. "It's just the way you are. You stole my place in this family. You stole my life, basically. And now you're stealing my only love. And I destroy you." She pushed me away and I walked towards the door. Before leaving, she said, "You're only a filthy, poor orphan. And I'll make sure you never forget that." I got scared and didn't know what to do. So I went to my mom and told her. "Oh, that girl. She's always been jealous and dumb. Such an embarrassment. Don't let her hurt you. She's evil." I knew that the moment I saw her face. Fight for your man, Hope. The next day, I decided to invite Josh over for dinner with the family, just to challenge Susie. When we were eating, I made sure I was touching Josh and feeding him with my hand. Then suddenly, my tummy started hurting. It was really painful and I screamed. Everyone was shocked and worried, except for that witch, Susie. I knew that she'd put something in the food to poison me, but the doctor said it wasn't food poisoning at all. I had some stomach problems and needed to take medicine for it daily. And, well, that medicine made me gain weight. I got fat. And who was the happiest about my new body? Yeah, Susie. Once, she wore a huge garbage bag and came to me walking like a pregnant psycho alien. "Oh, look at me. I'm fat and ugly now." "Like who?" "Oh, like Hope." Maybe God wanted to remind you who you actually are. You forgot your past and started thinking that you're important and rich. Look at you now, an ugly, stupid pig. You're wearing a garbage bag? Wow, you finally found an outfit that suits your personality. She slapped me and I attacked her. The maids came and took her away, but I started to feel that Susie was right. I looked in the mirror and saw how ugly I was. I texted Josh and said, "We're over." He deserved better. Next day at school, during lunch break, Josh got on one of the tables and asked for everyone's attention. "I've only loved one girl in my life, and she's perfect the way she is, but she doesn't realize that. I love her, and I want to be with her no matter what. Hope, you're my hope. Please don't leave me." With tears in my eyes, I ran to him and hugged him tight while everyone was cheering and clapping. In the following 2 years, I gained more than 50 pounds. While Josh got more handsome and hotter, I knew I had to do something, so I joined the gym. It didn't help me lose weight, but at least I didn't gain more weight. One day in my senior year of high school, I got back home to find my family arguing. Turned out that Adam had a girlfriend and he'd gotten her pregnant. She was poor. Adam had wanted to keep it a secret, but Susie found out and told my parents. I can't believe I'm having a poor niece. It's just disgusting. Shut your mouth. She's poor, so what? We'll bring her here and treat her well. We will love her and our grandchild. Oh yes, I forgot. You're used to raising poor people. You know what, Mom? Sometimes I look at you and I feel that you just can't stand me. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. Well, I hate you. And she was about to attack Mom when I stepped in between them. Touch her and I will hurt you. How? By sitting on me?
And for the record, he isn't your dad, honey, and she isn't your mom. You're adopted. You're never gonna be a part of our family.
You fucking pig.
And then she attacked me. Dad and Adam pulled us apart. She stormed off to her room screaming. I can't wait for next year so I can leave for good.
I just remember I felt safer inside his car. We pulled up in front of Priscilla's Jewelers. I was confused. I didn't even have my ears pierced. When we stepped inside, he said, "Pick anything." I looked around and pointed to a green and gold cluster necklace. "Do you think it's beautiful?" he said. "Yes, I think it's lovely." "Well, I don't," he said. I was shocked. "Was this a trick?" He continued. "That necklace is like you. Some people might rave about how beautiful it is and wear it all the time. Others may not give it a second look. Some may even call it ugly. That necklace is different to everyone." He put his hand on my shoulder. "Not everyone is going to like you, but those that do will love and treasure you, like I know you'll treasure this necklace." He signaled for the salesman to ring it up. I don't even think he looked at the price. I felt.
A few months later, Adam's girlfriend moved in with us. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and they named her Hope after me.
I was beginning to feel happy until I found out that Josh was going through depression. He would show me the cuts on his body, and the medication he had to take, and felt empty on the day on my 15th birthday. Josh decided to take all his pills at once and ended his life, and the last person he ever spoke to was me. I thought it was all my fault. I was sad, broken, empty, and lost. I didn't know what to do anymore. His mother started calling and texting me every day and saying,
"You are the worst person ever. This is all your fault. How could you? My son killed himself because of you. Why were you the last person he spoke to? Why didn't you stop him? My son did it because of you. You wanted him to die. It's all your fault."
I heard this every day, being told it was all my fault. I told my foster parents about it, and they stopped communicating with Josh's parents and cut them off. Tears don't flow, they're too scared. I no longer believed in silver lightnings. I just turned myself into which gigantic beached land whale. I'd lost my parents, my grandfather, my brother, and my boyfriend. Luckily, I had my foster parents and new friends. My foster parents and my foster siblings have been very understanding and have been taking good care of me, but also causing me to grow into the state. I had suffered a serious blow to my boyfriend's death since then. I've been coping with food, and my foster family have become the person I calls whenever I want food.
I've always been the odd one out in my family. All my siblings are either extremely beautiful, intelligent, or athletic. I had nothing that made me special, except being fat. My mom always said, "There is my little bacon. Do you want to eat some pancakes? Are you hungry again?" Being fat was my way of standing out. I loved it when my mom called me Moby Dick, and during dinner, I always ate 4 or 5 times as much as my siblings, just to impress her. "Good job, Beefy Bacon," she told me. She thought it was super cute to have a big daughter like me. My mom was an enabler, so it's no wonder that by the time I hit 6th grade, I was severely obese. One of the pretty girls in school once called me fat straight to my face, but I just pulled her down by her hair and sat on her chest. She begged me to get off again and said she couldn't breathe. After a while, I complied to her request, but first I sat down on her face and farted right into her nose.
I decided to join the cooking class, and my food was always the best. And the most delicious. I even won first prize at the fair.
One day during a meeting of the debate club, the door flung open and a girl carrying bags walked in. It was Susie. "Oh, hello everyone. I'm Hope's sister. Well, not real sister. We obviously don't have the same genes. My parents adopted her from a shelter. I have their generous spirit, and I thought Hope might be having trouble making friends because, she's a fatty. So I just dropped by to give y'all iPhones. Well, not all. Only the girls that weigh less than 180 pounds. My face turned horribly red. Everyone here was thinner than me, and I just wanted to disappear. As Susie skipped around handing out the iPhones, a girl suddenly said, "Hey, we don't want these. And how immature and stupid are you? We really like Hope. Why would we care about her weight? Because, well, she's ugly. Get a college education, bimbo. You need to open up your brain a little. Yeah, all sizes are beautiful, but a stupid personality like yours is quite ugly." Susie looked absolutely shocked as everyone threw their phones aside and she ran away crying. I was so grateful for how everyone stood up for me.
One time, our school took us to an amusement park. I was sitting alone when the new girl, Daphne, walked up to me. She was tall, confident, and way too friendly for my liking.
Why are you just sitting here like a statue? Come on, it's a field trip. Act like it.
Thanks for the motivational speech. Now get to the point.
Jeez, someone's cranky. I'm just asking if you want to go on a ride with me. I don't feel like going alone.
We got in line. From that day on, Daphne and I grew closer. We became BFFs, and it was amazing having her around.
Fuck you, you fucking elephants! I've had enough of this!
Uh-oh! We got another one! I hate when we have to do this.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
At least I had Daphne around, but things at her house weren't great. Her dad was unemployed, yet he'd go missing for days and then come back like nothing happened. Her mom worked 2 jobs just to make ends meet.
You know what annoys me? Not just that my dad is a useless human being, but also a liar. He keeps bragging about having another family. We know it's all nonsense, but it still hurts. I just wish Mom would finally stand up to him and leave him for good. She's incredible and doesn't need him.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wow, that's all you've got? You're terrible at this, you know that?
I was at Daphne for a change, but as I got closer to the door, I heard shouting and screams. I rang the bell and Daphne opened it without a care in the world.
Oh, cool. Perfect timing. Come, enjoy the show.
Inside, her mom was swinging a kitchen spoon wildly, while her dad sat on the couch, calmly playing on Daphne's iPad, the one she had won in her school's science competition.
You spent my last $20 on a lottery ticket? I was supposed to buy dinner!
It's called investing. You don't get rich without taking risks. And when I do, I'm moving in with my other family.
She swung the spoon at his head, but he ducked just in time. The spoon smacked the lamp instead.
She's always aiming for the head, but his survival instincts are getting too good.
Why don't you go steal some money, woman? Make yourself useful.
I'm gonna steal your kidney in your sleep.
All right, it's getting too graphic. Let's go to the park.
As we walked out, I couldn't help but think about how messed up everything was. Not just Daphne's family, but mine too.
When I turned 18, I decided to buy some wolves from the pet shop, because they felt like family to me, survival in numbers. I was emotionally attached to every single one of them. I didn't hide my weight, I joked about it, I celebrated it, and was grateful with my life. I was confident like a wolf because that's what I saw myself. Whenever I looked at a mirror, the numbers weren't just digits, they were chapters in a quiet transformation while my step went slower. I look so sweet when I'm all puffed up like this. I more hope had ground from an ordinary girl to a full-body, slow-moving, beautiful, gorgeously fat woman, and I owned every inch of it. But I wasn't done later. I'd given up on any regular clothes and wore beautiful skirts and custom-made stretch fabric. I decided to become more social with people, and I had a job at the local library in town. And also I took a job as a janitor in the local hospital. And I also volunteered to spend time with patients who need someone to talk to. When I became 19 years old, I received the best news of my life. I was pregnant, and I was going to become a parent. Everyone was so happy for me. And so I decided to name my newborn daughter Meb. And so me and my daughter had a blast. Me and my daughter Meb went on exciting holidays, exploring new places, and creating wonderful memories like mother and daughter. We laughed, we played, we grew closer with each passing day, and my brother, Peter, came home to live with us. Our family grew a lot. And I never stopped believing in myself no matter what.